Josh, to lose a game like this, obviously to a rival, how tough is this for you guys?
It was really tough, especially because we battled back in the second half to force into overtime. And then, we didn't make our free throws when it came to OT and didn't step up and seal the game.
Something like free throws, how much more frustrating is it that you guys kind of had the chances and just couldn't finish it off?
Yeah, it's hard to lose a game strictly on free throws. We hung in with them the entire game, and at the end of the day, it just all came down to stepping up to the line and knocking them down, which we're normally a pretty good free throw shooting team, so it's kind of disappointing.
Ike, what were you looking for in that last shot?
Coach Key cleared it out for a one-on-one play, and I just had to create. I was initially going to drive it, but he cut me off, so I created space with a step back. I just missed the shot. Credit to you, Doug. You did a good job.
Ike, just what's your overall assessment of the game and how it went down?
Each team made their runs. We had our run in the first half, and they came back and made theirs. And in the second half, they started off with the run, and then we made a run with like 5 minutes left in the game. Came back and sent them to OT, but they just did a good job of hitting their free throws, and we missed too many of ours.
Josh, what's it like playing in a game that played at that tempo with so many fouls, really such a physical game?
It was a different pace than the two other games we played, and like I said earlier, they just came down and knocked down the free throws. Their freshmen stepped up, made some big plays, as well as Andrews, driving in the lane, forcing contact and drawing fouls, which he's really good at, and I think that was pretty much the difference.
Charles, once you guys started to press, how much of a key was it for you to keep the ball out of Andrews' hands?
It was very important because he's the head of the snake, and if you cut the head off the snake, then there's nothing. And we wanted the freshmen to make the plays instead of Andrews.
Were you pressing to try and prevent him from getting that initial inbounds pass or to force him to give it up?
We wanted him to give it up and not get it back after he got it, to give it up.
What do you think you guys were doing well in the first half to kind of hold Andrews in terms of his field goal shooting in the first half?
Just pressing him, just keeping a hand up on him, and our bigs did a good job of helping us, and making him pull back and take tough shots.
That last little bit before overtime, it looked like you were kind of driving in to try to get some of those guys to foul out. Was that kind of the idea, or just try to get to the line?
Yeah, because they were all in foul trouble, so we really tried to get Andrews out the game. But he did a good job of not fouling, but everybody else fouled whoever we fouled out.
Ike, you had a long time to think about that last free throw, and you should tie it up before the end of regulation. What's going through your head during the timeout?
Just make the next one. I feel like if I were to think about the free throw I missed, then I wouldn't have made the next free throw. So I can't worry about what's in the past. Just gotta look forward and focus on just making the free throw and just playing good defense and sending the game in overtime.
Josh, you had a rotating cast of bigs guarding you, and then they switched everything. Did that present some challenges, just always going up against a different guy, different body type every time on the floor?
I wouldn't say so, just because our primary offense is just running the ball screen, so then the guards would end up switching on them, and our guards would take their big guys when they switched on. So that was pretty much our goal, was to to attack their bigs once they switched out, or find me inside against one of their smaller guards.
Josh, what's your thoughts on this Washington team? I mean, they're so young. You feel like they have a lot of legs here going into Pac-12 play to go further?
They come out and they play hard. They have a lot of energy. There's a bunch of young guys on their team. They make a lot of mistakes, but I feel like they make up for it with their energy and their tempo of the way and the style that they play. So credit to them.
Charles, you were slashing the basket entire second half overtime. There was one play you split 4 defenders and got the line play in one. What did you see on that play?
I was just trying to be aggressive and just trying to get to the hole and trying to make a big play for the team and trying to get us back in the game. And luckily it worked out for us, and we sent it to overtime.
All right, 28 points. Were you just feeling it today?
Yeah, I guess you could say that. I guess I just felt like I had to do more for our team in these. If I didn't play well in my first 2 Pac games, so I feel like this is the game I had to step it up, and I did good scoring, but I had too many turnovers, so I gotta fix that next game.
Will you guys use this to fuel you going forward, or is this more of a put it in the rearview mirror and move on?
It's gonna feel us because we lost and we're gonna have to win the next one to take away this one. And it's always gonna be behind us, but at the same time, it's gonna feel us for the next game.
Tough loss, Josh, but you take a little solace knowing you guys split last year at each other's places.
Yeah, we lost at home on Andrew, that buzzer beater 3 at the end of the game, and then and set the tone there. So, I mean, hopefully we can just do the same. The best we can do right now is a split, so that's what we're hoping for.